A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they run with Howard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down. On first down, Bowser. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
55's mine, guys, 55.
2nd and 9 now.
Guys, out time, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Check 26, check 26.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 97 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Bowser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain. That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready, ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go. 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. Me and you. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
He wasn't ready.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready up. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block. Look at me. Zipper. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. Bowser. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
That one complete to Anderson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 55, Mike it.
2nd and 1.
Let's go.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Keep playing hard.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hines. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Double tight. Double tight. Alert. Alert. 3. Check.
They run with Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike 5-2. You must be. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check 9. Kill. Turn it up. 9 to go.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
On the ready.
Mike, guys, 55. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
52's the mic.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Check 37. Check 37.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Over. Pass. Roy.
Watson just beating the play clock. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bring it. No. Off. Check 3. Check 52. Slam. Switch. Alert.
On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
52's the mic. Watch the curls. Hey, 59. Check. Rush in.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 31. Check 4. Showing 8. Hey, 54. Check safety. Check.
They run again with Hines.
Go. It's run. Hey, run it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch that. Switch. Bunch. No.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Shift.
On first down, Swift trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Woo! Let's get it. Whip. Watch the whip. Back.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Tight dog.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch 54.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. 5-4. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Watch the edge. Hey, Echo. Get it.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Go, go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 43. SOS, SOS, SOS. 55. SOS, SOS, SOS. 5-2 is the mic. Mike. 5-2.
Out of the gun, Watson being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines.
Under 10, 10.
Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Lee Gribble.
He'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Swift, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let him know.
And they take a knee.